All right, so we were supposed to watch a video, but we don't have time, so I'm just going to tell you the fundamental theorem of algebra. Okay, so we're on page 18. Page 18. Okay, the fundamental theorem of algebra says that if the polynomial has degree of n, then this polynomial has exactly n roots, including multiple and complex roots. What does that mean? So let's look at this polynomial here. What is the degree? What's the degree of that polynomial? Huh? What's not a trick question? 5. Good. So fundamental theorem of algebra says you should have 5 roots. And then those 5 roots include multiplicity roots and complex roots. Okay, so 5 roots. We're supposed to have 5 roots. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to figure out what the roots are. Can you factor this? No. I think some people can factor this, but I don't know how to factor this. So you have to start with P over Q. At least that's the only way I know. So start with P over Q. What are my P over Qs? Plus minus 1? Plus minus 4? Plus minus 2. Okay, those are the only 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and check which one works. Yeah?
So you would just like plus minus P and plus minus Q?
You could, but then Q is 1, so it's just easier to just do it in your head.
So you can just do plus minus P and Q?
Yes, you don't have to do the P and the Q separately.
But when you do the other theorem that we read, do you have to use that Q or can you just use Q?
What other theorem?
The theorem about roots of polynomial.
Okay, let me come and check. Maybe you can show me. Yeah, you have a question?
Can you simply just factor it out?
I don't know how to factor this one. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me check it later to see if it works. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and have you check which root works. Just check. Once you get one, stop. Just don't check anymore. Okay, and then I'm going to give you about 30 seconds, and then let me know which one works, and then we can continue together. Which one works? Huh? 1? Okay. All right. All right, so since 1 works, we're going to use synthetic division to divide that out. 1, negative 1, negative 3, 3, negative 4, 4. Let's check it. 1, 1, 0, 0, negative 3, negative 3, 0, 0, negative 4, 0. Okay, what is this polynomial that's left over, or the quotient? Okay, so remember you start with a constant, and then x, x squared, x cubed, x to the 4th. So what is this polynomial? X to the 4th minus 3x squared minus 4, okay, equals 0. Okay, can we factor this? Okay, how many people think yes, we can? How many people think no, we gotta do P over Q? Okay, how many people say I don't know, I'm just looking at it confused? Okay, we can factor this. This is a substitution question. So we haven't done substitution for a while. Let a equal x squared, and then you have a squared minus 3a minus 4 equals 0. Okay, so you can factor this. So go ahead and factor it and figure out what the last ones are. All right. What is it after you guys factor? x squared minus 4 and x squared plus 1. Okay, that looks right. Okay, so now we are going to set each factor equal to 0. We can factor that x minus 4 more if you want, but setting it to 0 is actually going to give us the same answer, so it doesn't quite matter. All right, solve. X squared equals 4. X equals what? 2 plus minus. Okay, x squared equals minus 1, so x is equal to what? Plus minus square root negative 1, which is not 1. I. Okay, plus minus I. All right, so now let's write a summary of all the roots we have. So let's start from the beginning. What is the root that I got first? 1 from the synthetic, okay? The number that I used to check synthetic division, that is my first root. And then I got plus minus 2, and then I got plus minus I. How many roots am I supposed to get? 5, because the highest degree is 5. Did I get 5? Yes, so I'm done. Okay, so you want to kind of double check yourself. Did I really get the amount I'm supposed to get? Yes. So we're done. Okay, next. What are all the roots to this equation? What do you do first? Before you solve anything, what is the first thing you do? Yeah? Yeah, make sure it equals 0. So x to the 4th plus 2x cubed minus 13x squared plus 10x equals 0. All right, now we're going to start factoring. The first rule of factoring is the first step, which is what? Yes, greatest common factor always has to come out first. So take x out. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 13x plus 10 equals 0. All right, now we try to set each part equal to 0. So x equals 0 and x cubed plus 2x squared minus 13x plus 10 equals to 0. Okay, x equals 0, that's good. This one on the right, can I factor it? No, this one, there's no trick to factor it, so what can you do? P over Q. Yeah, you have to do P over Q. All right, what are my possibilities for P over Q? 1, 2, 10, 5. That's it. Okay, I will always start from the smallest number just so if I get lucky, I don't have to do this anymore. I don't want to start with 10. Sometimes it's just an unlucky number to go, do the big ones. So start with like 1 or negative 1 and see if you get lucky and you don't have to do this anymore. Okay, so go ahead and do that for 30 seconds. And we'll come back. All right, what's a root that works? 1, 2, someone check 2. Okay, so you can use any of those to start. So use synthetic division, divide it out, and then try to factor if you can. Yeah.
So 1 works?
1 works. 1 works.
And 2 works?
And 2 works.
Either one?
You can use either one to start. Oh, yeah, you can use both. So basically, once you divide it out with 1, you can divide again with 2. Let me show you this. It's a good exercise. So you can start with 1. 1, 2, negative 13, 10. 1, so 1, 1, 1. 3, 3, negative 10, negative 10, 0. All right, once you get to this place, since someone else also said 2 works, here's what you do. You don't go back to the beginning and divide out a 2. You just start from here. And then you don't have to, because if you go back to the beginning, it's like, okay, well, that works, but I still had to go back to a quadratic. So you just start with where you left off and then continue. So 1, 2, 5, 10, 0.
So you have to be the smallest number first.
No, you can start with 2 if you want. Yeah, it will still work. So x equals negative 5. That means we have x equals 0 from the beginning, x equals 1, x equals 2, x equals negative 5. How many roots are we supposed to get from the question? 4. Did we get 4?
Yes.
Yes. So we're done. 0 does count as 1.
Where do you get that from?
Where did it come from? From the greatest common factor you factored out at the beginning. Okay, now there are, there are times where doing a P over Q is not the fastest way. That's when you use decimals. So graph it on decimals, check what's actually on the x-axis, and then start with those, because sometimes it just takes too long to find the first one.